Hello, hello. Welcome to leg day. Tiffany here. Hope you guys are doing well. Please let me know if you can hear me and see me. If you're here live, give me a thumbs up or something in the chat box. Otherwise, we're going to get started. And make sure you have your water nearby. If you have weights, you can go ahead and grab them. Perfect. Thank you, Alex. Hey, Tony. You can go ahead and grab some weights if you'd like. Nothing super heavy. We're doing plenty of reps today, so we want to work with resistance if you need the weights, but we don't want to be dying the whole time. Kind of working through some strength building, but also some muscular endurance. And then I have my mat here because we'll be doing some stuff on the ground. So go ahead and grab that stuff if you need to. Pause the video, come back when you're ready, but we'll get started with our warm-up. Okay, getting the legs nice and warmed up. So we're going to start with some butt kickers. So just driving those heels into the glutes. Getting some lubrication going in the joints of the knees and opening up through the quads and the hamstrings. All right, and then we're going for some knee hugs. So kind of doing the opposite of that movement. So pressing through that hip flexor and then squeezing the leg at the top into the chest. Open up the glute area. And then we'll go ahead and spread the legs and do some hip circles. So nice and big. Really use those hips. Don't just move the torso around. Make the hips do the work. So push them all the way out, all the way to the side, all the way to the front. Really get those hip joints activated. And then switch directions. And then we'll go ahead and place our hands on our knees and push our knees out. And then we'll just twist here a little bit, pushing, coming up, and then pushing out. Just get a nice twist in the spine, activate through the core, breathing. Opening up through the groin as well. And then we'll go ahead and start from the top. So back to our butt kickers. And then our knee hugs right into the chest. And then plant those feet nice and wide with the legs, and then big hip circles going around. Breathing. Controlling your breath from now so that as we move through the movements, we have control. Switch directions. The breath is what keeps us going, guys. So when we can learn to control our breathing, we can pretty much control, I don't want to say everything, but we can at least control ourselves. When we have control of ourselves, we can be a little bit more mindful of what we're doing on and off the fitness platform here. All right. And if you need any more stretching, guys, go ahead. Oh, I forgot about these. Go ahead and pause the video and then do a couple more rounds of that or whatever you need to feel a little bit more warmed up in the legs. And then get back to us. And then you, as usual, if you're not feeling it today, something's pinching or you're just super sore, don't force yourself through the workout, please. And make sure you drink your water whenever you need it. So we're going to go in first. Our first movement, I'll actually slide this out of the way so I have a little bit more space here. I just wanted you guys to see that I have it so you're prepared. So if you have weights, 2 of the same weights, not super heavy, guys, moderately heavy, closer to the light side if possible. We're going to be doing 14 reps of a squat to kick. To a squat to a knee drive. So feet are no more than shoulder width distance. We're slightly canting the feet out if we can't have them railroad and keep the knees in line. And we're pressing down for a squat, and then we're just driving our knee as high as we can, nice and quick. So we're letting the momentum of coming up out of that squat help to drive our knee. So activating through that whole leg, through the hip flexor, the glutes, the calves, the hamstrings, the quads, everything. So we're gonna do 14, so 7 on each side. And like I said, if you have weights, you just got your dumbbells down by the side here, make sure you're active through those shoulders and through the core. So even if you don't have weights, don't be lackadaisical up here. Try to keep some sort of contraction, especially in the core, obviously, because we're doing the squat. So make sure that tailbone is tough and you're nice and tight, driving that belly button toward the spine. So let's go ahead and get started and begin. Down, drive that knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, good work. 8, 9, 10, I'm already feeling the warmth generating in my body. 11, couple more. 12, last 2. 13, or 12, or yeah, 13 and 14. All right. I'm actually going to turn my fan up a little bit. You guys know me in counting. Sometimes I don't know what is coming out of my mouth. A lot of explaining and moving and math. So I'm going to do 3 more rounds of that. So if you have weights and you were using them and you're like, oh, these are a little too heavy, go ahead and drop down to something else. Or if you feel like you want to grab weights, could be, it doesn't have to be dumbbells. You could grab some water bottles, even some shoes, anything that's going to create resistance, you can grab them. Just make sure that they're even in weight. So let's go ahead and go back in, another 14 reps. Deep breath and begin, drop. 1, 2, keep that chest up for your squat. Press those knees out. 3, 4, drive that knee up as high as you can. 5, 6, 7, good work, guys. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, last 2, 13, and 14. Good. Keep breathing. Shake the legs out. Let me know if there's a change in, if you can hear me or see me. Sometimes it starts to glitch out. We got 2 more rounds of that. My heart rate is definitely feeling it. Leg day is always a good day. Biggest muscles on our body, strongest muscles, hopefully for most people. But even if your leg muscles aren't as strong as you want them to be, that's why we're here today. All right, and begin, drop down. 1, 2, keep that core tight, chest up. 3, 4, 5, 6, good, keep working. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, last 2, 13, and 14. Good job. All right, we're moving on. So our next movement is single leg calf raises. So what I would prefer for you to do, especially if you have balance issues, tap one foot. So my right, I'm going to start with my left foot. And my right leg is just going to go behind me like a kickstand. So that when I press up, I'm not fighting for my balance the whole time. If you need to hold on to a wall, just lightly do it, tent your fingers so you're barely touching a wall. And you can do them that way if that helps you to stay stable. But I'm just gonna kickstand my foot and then press up. Try to keep as little weight on that kickstand as possible. So we're gonna do 12 on one foot and then 12 on the other. Getting ready, and if you have your weights, you just hold them down like that. Try to make sure that the ankle or the top of the foot goes straight up instead of out to the side. We don't want to be on the side of our foot. We really want to press through the top of that foot, driving the heel to the ceiling. Okay, getting started, 12 reps, and begin. 1, 2, 3, strong through the leg, 4, 5, and don't rock back and forth. Really have control. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Shake those legs out. These calf exercises, they hit very quickly. So if you feel them and you need to take a little bit of a stretch in between, that's totally fine. Deep breath, over to the other side for 12 reps and begin. 1, 2, drive that heel up. 3, 4, barely any weight in this leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Shake the legs out. Deep breath. 3 more rounds of that. Okay, get ready. We're going right back in. Same thing. Calf raises on single leg. I have my leg up as a kickstand, but if you want to try to elevate that foot and work tenting your fingers on the wall or a chair or something, that is totally fine. And breathe. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 11 and 12. Good. Switch to the other side. Woo. Feeling it in my shin too. Muscles. All right. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. And it may look like I'm pressing off of my kickstand foot, but it's literally like I'm literally just keeping myself from leaning over. And it looks like I'm pressing into it just because once I hit my calf raise on one side, my leg is automatically going to straighten out because of the angle. But I'm not putting any weight, really. It's literally just there to just help me when I come up so I don't wobble over and fall. All right, we got 2 more rounds. Get ready. We're going in for round 3. And begin. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switch to the other side. And you might notice that you can come up a little bit higher. You have a little bit more stabilization on one side. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Everyone's in balance. But now you know, so you can work at it in whatever way you need to. And lift on the other side. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep breathing. 6. Keep that core tight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Shake those legs out. We have 1 more round of these and we're moving on. All right, get ready. We got about 10 seconds. We're going up for our last round. Okay. Setting up. Shoulders are back and down, core is engaged, glutes are tight, and lift. 1, 2, big squeeze at the top, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, catch on balance, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switch to the other side. Last 12 reps of these. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Shake the legs out. We'll go ahead and bring our mat into the equation now. So we're coming down onto the ground, not for a nap. So you can be either on your elbow here, making sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder, or you can kind of be all the way reclined. And we're going to go ahead and just take our foot here. My right leg is planted behind my left leg, and my left foot is flexed towards my face. Feeling it right now. Good. I'm glad you're feeling it. That means we're doing it right. So my left foot is flexed towards my face. I'm driving my bottom leg's heel as far away from me, like someone's pulling my leg out of the socket. And then I'm just going to lift up and come back down. So I don't want you to lift up so where you're rolling onto your back. I want you to stay on that hip and just drive that leg up as high as you can, activating the inside of that leg. Okay, so we got 12 reps of that on each side. And lift. Push that heel out. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the glutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switch it over to the other side. Same thing. So our leg is out long. Toes are flexed towards my face. Heel is pushing away. And we're lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel that burn on the inner leg. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switch to the other side. Working these muscles on the inside are called our adductors, which is kind of hard to remember sometimes because the muscles on the outside are called abductors. So it's just got to find weird ways to remember that. Right over to the other side for 12 reps and begin. 1, 2, really squeeze the inner leg here. 3, 4, 5. When you get to the top, really squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep breathing. 10, 11, and 12. Good. I can already feel those. My hips as well. Switching it over. Driving that heel out, keeping that leg nice and straight and keep staying contracted through the foot is going to help to activate those muscles. So we're not just doing that for fun. Like that helps to keep your leg contracted. That way you have more resistance and you're building more strength and muscular endurance. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switching it back over to the other side. We have 2 more rounds on each leg. You guys are doing great so far. We're over halfway through the workout, so keep working. All right. Flexing that foot, driving through the heel, and lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo. This leg is way more sore than the other one. Okay, over to the other side. And press up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep driving that heel out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Keep breathing. We got one more round. Downtown Tampa was great. Went to Wharf last weekend. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Wharf is so cool. I went luckily before a bunch of people showed up, so I got to actually like walk around and look and see what was going on. But I would definitely go down there again. It was really cool. Drive that heel. Last round on each leg for 12 reps and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Drop that leg. Last set of 12 with knees. Sometimes we think, oh, we're getting down on the ground, we're laying down, it's going to be easy. Absolutely not. We're still working, guys. Drive that heel out and lift. 1, last 12 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. So now we'll just go ahead and flip it over onto our backs, which seems like we're really going to take a nap, but we sure aren't. Get those feet or the heels as close to your glutes as possible. And they should be in line with your hips. So your knees shouldn't be together. They should be right at hip width distance. So if you were to measure that, if you have issues trying to figure that out, if you make a fist and put your fists side by side and then put them in between your knees, that's approximately hip width distance for your knees. So it's a lot narrower than a lot of people think. A lot of people automatically go to shoulder width, but for these glute bridges, we want to keep them a little bit more narrow. So what we're going to be doing is, if you have a weight, you can go ahead and put it on your hips and just make sure you keep that hand there so it doesn't roll up and hurt you. We're going to drive those hips up in a glute bridge, and all we're going to do is straighten one leg, straighten the other, just like that. So we're going to alternate for 14, then we're going to come back down, then we're going to do a couple more rounds of that. So the closer your heels are to your glutes, the higher your hips will go. And there's no way to make this easier. So we're doing it the way it's going to be done, and you guys will benefit from it because you're getting stronger. All right, so let's push those hips up, push the knees out, make sure the knees stay in line, and begin. 1, 2, squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, we got 14 reps. 5, 6, keep driving those hips towards the ceiling. 7, 8, keep the knees in line. 9, 10, drive the hips up. 11, 12, 13, and 14. Nice job. Drop down. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds of these. You can go ahead and shake the legs out if you need to. You can windshield wiper them as well. Too many words. All right. Get it set back up. If you have your weight, make sure keep those hands there. Lift the hips up and squeeze. Lift the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those hips elevated. 5, 6. You got this. Keep breathing. 7. Feel those quads working, guys. 8, 9. Also the glutes. 10, 11. Couple more reps. 12, 13, and 14. Nice job. Drop the hips. If you need to straighten out the legs, shake them out. You're more than welcome. We only have 2 more rounds, guys, so stick it out. Deep breath. Nice little recovery here. Go ahead and bring the legs back up, getting prepared. Round 3. Deep breath. And lift the hips and drive that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep those hips up. 9, a little bit higher. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Nice job. Drop the hips. Straighten the legs. Good. Keep breathing. Got one more round of these. Okay, set back up. Last round. Deep breath. And you can have the hands anywhere. I forgot to say that. You can have them here down by your sides, or you can have them behind your head, whatever is comfortable for you. And lift the hips and drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost there. Keep those hips up. 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 12, 13, and 14. Nice job. Drop the legs. Shake them out. Nice work. All right, our last movement, we're just going to do reps on reps. So we're really going to work these hip flexors here. So we're going to keep the legs out. One leg is going to be out, and we're just going to drive that one in for 30 reps, and then we're going to switch legs and drive that one in. So we're coming from a down position. My right leg is pinned to the ground, so I'm actively driving that knee into the ground. Toes are flexed towards my face, and my both feet, toes are flexed, and all I'm going to do is drive my knee up to a 90-degree angle and then plant it back down. So working that hip flexor, working that hamstring, the whole leg is activated. So we're going to do 30 reps on one side, 30 reps on the other side to finish, and then we'll stretch. So make sure that that straight leg, the leg that's staying down, is pinned to the ground, your toes are flexed, and we're lifting and begin. 1, try to keep that foot elevated. 2, 30 reps. 3, squeeze on the top. 4, press that belly button into the ground. 5, 6, 7, keep that foot up, guys. We got this. 8, 9, 10, feel it in your calf from flexing that foot. 11, 12, we got this. Keep breathing. 13, 14, 15, 16, feel that quad. You got it. 17, 18, 19, 20, final 10 on this leg. 21, keep that core engaged. 22, 23, drive that belly button to the spine. 24, keep that other leg pinned to the ground. 25, 26, we're almost done. 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good job. Drop that leg in through your nose, out through your mouth with a big breath. Feel the strength in that leg. Put your hand on your leg. Feel the warmth of your muscles activating. Go ahead and switch legs. So now my left leg is being pinned to the ground, flexing those toes. You can feel that hip flexor is getting a little stretched out because it's straight now. And we're starting down at the bottom, and then we're going to just lift up. Okay? Activating through that hip flexor and the calf and the shin, the whole leg. 30 reps and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pin that lower back to the ground, guys. 5, as much as you can. 6, 7, 8. Keep breathing. Almost there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got this. Keep breathing. 15, halfway. 16, 17, 18, almost there. 19, and 20. You can do anything for 10 reps. Keep it up. 21, 22, 23, almost there, breathe, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Nice job. Plant that foot. Bring the other foot up. Spread those feet. And go ahead and windshield wiper those legs, releasing the lower back and those hips a bit. Great job today. I hope your legs are feeling stronger than when you came. And we'll go ahead and get into a nice stretch here. So when you're ready, go ahead and take that right ankle over that left knee. And then we'll thread the triangle and just hold on to that calf, feeling the stretch in that right hip and that glute. If you need to, you can take the right elbow and push the right knee back. Get a little bit more of a stretch as you pull that thigh in. So just working angles and the pulling and the pushing of the muscles to stretch. And go ahead and drop that leg. And go ahead and take that right leg straight up and just keep it as straight as possible. Reach to wherever you can. So if that's your thigh, that's fine. Wherever your leg can be straight. So if your leg is here and straight, that's okay. If your leg is all the way by your head, that's okay too. Just drive that heel up to the ceiling. One big breath here. And release. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. So left ankle over the right knee. Thread the triangle and then pull that leg in, opening up through that left hip joint and the glute. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then slowly releasing that leg. Go ahead and sending that other heel up to the ceiling, grabbing behind that leg and just gently keeping it straight, feeling that stretch along the back side of the leg. And then slowly drop that leg down. And we'll go ahead and rock ourselves up. Nice job. Go ahead and stick those feet out. Flex them towards your face. And then we'll just lean down for a nice seated fold. And come back up and then feet together. And then we'll press the elbows into the knees and just come forward, opening up through the groin area. More hip here. Good. Then we'll come onto all fours. We'll take one leg behind us, pressing through the heel, and we're just driving the heel back, stretching out that calf. And then go ahead and switch legs. So planting through the ball of that foot and then pushing through that calf, driving the kneecap towards the ceiling, get a good stretch in the back of that leg. And then slowly make your way to standing, staying low. You can spread the feet, kind of dangle here for a second. And then slowly walk the feet in. A little bit more of fold stretch here, releasing the lower back, releasing the hamstrings and the calves in the back. And on your next inhale, slowly, generously bend the knees and roll up. And a big old inhale overhead. And exhale. Awesome work today, guys. Thanks for stopping by. There goes all the ice cream. Yes, I actually had ice cream this weekend too, so you're not alone. And enjoy your nap, and I hope you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your day.